how to fix your deadlift. So there's two major muscle groups that I want you to feel when you deadlift. That's gonna be your posterior lower body chain, which is just a big fancy word for your hamstrings and glutes. And then I also want you to feel some abs, which you'll notice is opposite of your lower back. And it's okay if you feel some lower back when you deadlift. Totally normal, but I don't want it to be painful, and I'd rather you feel abs than lower back. So what you're gonna do when you go to deadlift, if you're deadlifting from the ground, you're starting with whatever the weight is, whether it's a trap bar, conventional bar, or a kettlebell. You want your legs to pretty much be in line with it. If it's a conventional bar, it's gonna be a little bit further out, but for a kettlebell deadlift, it's gonna start between your feet. Trap bar deadlift, you want your feet to be in the middle of the bar as well. So on my way down, I'm gonna have soft knees, which just means they're not locked out. Soft knees. My hips are gonna push back. Remember that public restroom toilet? Stick my butt back. My knees stay over my ankles so they're not falling back. Knees stay over my ankles. And already I can feel my hamstrings, so that's what I'm looking for. On my way down, I'm gonna bend my knees straight down so I can get to this kettlebell. And I still feel my hamstrings, so that's really important here. And at the bottom, I'm gonna get really tense. So I'm gonna squeeze my armpits down, feel my hamstrings, and then I'm gonna push on my way up. So if you've ever heard the expression, lift with your knees, not your back, that's a deadlift. So again, I'm gonna show that, and I'm gonna try and slow it down a little bit. So hips go back, knees stay in place, got my hamstrings, lower the kettlebell down, and then on my way up, my upper body stays in a flat line, and I'm lifting my butt, but taking the kettlebell with me. So my legs are pushing away, my back's not pulling. If you're pulling with your back, it'll look a little bit more like this. When you come up, shoulders first, then butt. I want to raise the hips with the kettlebell, butt under. Again, raise the hips, bring the kettlebell, butt under. If you're doing a straight leg deadlift, it's a little bit different because you take away that knee bend. So for a straight leg deadlift, you're starting from the top, soft knee still, and it's just the first part of that deadlift. So my butt's gonna sit back, knees stay over my ankles, and then on the way up, my hips push forward. If I'm using my back, it's gonna look like this. Shoulders first. It's kind of like a snake. You slide up. The other thing that people do with a straight leg deadlift is they tend to go down too far. So at a certain point, my hips aren't moving. They might move here, but then it's just my shoulders moving. And you can see the angle of my back changes. I don't want this either because at that point you're not loading the hamstring anymore, you're just loading the back. So when you're doing a straight leg deadlift, hips go back, hips push forward. Anytime where the hips stop moving and just the shoulders move is not good. So I want you to correct that. And I'll let you know if you're doing that. Let me know if you have any questions.